As with most things, I think it's better when things are fully transparent. I was not paid to do this. I was simply just given the lock itself. I didn't pay a dime for it, didn't pay for shipping, although I did offer to send it back once I was done with the review and had thoroughly checked it out. Mark at MiLocks, he told me to just go ahead and keep it, which I was totally fine with. He didn't influence me or anything and tell me I had to say positive things, so everything I'm saying is my experience with it and what I think of it. So what we're looking at today is the MiLocks XF-02. It's a keypad deadbolt. It also has a key fob that you can use up to 30 feet and actually a little bit farther too, as I found out. Originally, I had promised Mark I would get a review for this in about a week or two, but I actually ended up changing my mind. I really wanted to test it out and make sure I thoroughly reviewed it and had like a real good experience before creating this video. So this is after about a month and a half of testing, and so far it's doing very well. Better than I actually thought it was going to. Overall, this lock has performed very well, and given that there are 5 other guys living in this house with me, I think it was a very good investment. It makes coming and going a whole lot easier, as the door with the keypad is pretty much the only one we use anymore. We really don't need to carry our keys on us, besides to get into our cars. We all share the same code, but the box says you can add up to like 10 different user codes. They can be anywhere from 2 to 8 digits in length. We can still use a key on the lock in case the deadbolt dies or the batteries run out. Usually there's someone here, so we don't have to worry about that. As we're leaving, we can press the lock button and the door will lock itself. Still don't have to worry about keys there. So now we need to get down to the things that actually matter about the lock. First off, I will give you the good things. Everything it says on its box, it does. Installation was as easy as could be. All I did was take out the old lock and install the new deadbolt, the same as I would any other lock. The only difference was there was a small wire that you have to connect and run it through, but that's literally super easy. It does not take long to do at all. If you've installed a traditional deadbolt, it's the same process. With the fitting, you might have to make some small adjustments so that the lock slides in and out smoothly, but it really isn't that much extra work. One thing you do want to watch out for is to make sure it actually has a smooth action. If not, the lock may not lock all the way, or it might not unlock all the way when you actually have everything installed and ready to go. It can get hung up on there, and if there's even like a slight amount of friction, it might use up the batteries a lot faster because that's the motor doing more work. Which then brings me to the next thing, the batteries. I didn't really spend a whole lot on batteries. Got the super cheapo alkaline batteries from the Family Dollar, and to be honest, those batteries are working just fine. It's been a month and a half, and we got 6 guys coming and going out of the house, and the lock works fine. The batteries are still going strong, so it really doesn't eat them up all that quickly. It's recommended to put in lithium ion or at least rechargeable batteries instead of buying, say, the Walmart brand of batteries and putting those in. But even putting in the store brand batteries, so far, like I said, month and a half, I haven't had to replace them yet. Another thing I really like on this lock is the light up keypad. So if we're coming home late at night, it's dark out, I don't want to shuffle for my keys, it has the MiLocks button at the very top, where if you just hit that, lights up the whole keypad, and you can easily find the numbers and get inside the house quickly. I'm not sure if any other locks have this feature, but when you're hitting the numbers on the keypad, the lock actually gives an audible tone just to confirm that you actually hit the button. Some other keypads, I know you have to press the buttons very hard. You don't always know if you actually hit the button or not. So with this one, you hit the button, it'll make a small beep noise to let you know it did. Programming the keypad was very easy. Simply a matter of hitting a button on the back side, entering the code you want, and then following that with the unlock button. Programming a new code literally takes 20 seconds. Not that hard at all, and you can delete and add ones as you please. So now that I've named off all the good things, here's the bad news. Bad news is you have to really pay attention to how you install the lock. If you install the deadbolt incorrectly, or it's not as smooth as you want, then the installation can become a bit of a pain. But like I said, for most people, you'll probably be fine. However, there are those select few that might have some trouble with this. 2, sometimes the lock may not always go in all the way. This may be because of my installation, but with how our door works, there's like a piece of weather stripping that runs along the side and the top. So this allows for some variance in where the door closes, how tight it closes, and where that latch can go in and out. The latch on my door needs like a certain level of clearance so it goes in and out smoothly. And sometimes the lock can actually get caught up on this and not fully lock all the way or unlock all the way. Occasionally I'll find myself having to enter the code more than once or relock it then unlock it again because the lock actually reads that the door is unlocked when it's not. This has only happened a handful of times, so it hasn't become that big of an issue. Overall, huge fan of how this lock performed. It did everything it was supposed to do. Battery life is great. So if you have a bigger family, other people staying with you in your house, maybe you own a condo or other rental property, having this keypad is a real nice benefit. You can clear out the codes and enter new ones in a minute or 2 max. It makes accessing the home a whole lot easier. I don't really use the key fob a whole lot, so if you want to buy a model without the key fob, they also have that available. The MiLocks one that I reviewed today, the XF-02, is sitting on Amazon for about $104, which isn't too bad considering the convenience, and I'm sure the next time I'm carrying groceries in while it's raining, I'll appreciate it a whole lot better not having to fumble for my keys. So I'll include a link to this down in the description below. A big thank you to Mark and MiLocks for providing the lock, but until next time, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.